welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. On the visitor's sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway from the Superdome. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing is Rattler. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rattler. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from the knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
Throwing now is Murray. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That ball caught by Harrison. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And able to get this out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air is Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Late groupie now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Connor here on first. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
On the counter, here's Kamara.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A 10th carry for Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Rattler. Out route to Hill, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
That's good for another Saints.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Murray.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Murray. That is caught.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Arizona.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Murray going to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Murray now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Murray now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. They run it again with Kamara. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Rattler wants to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. That one goes for 8 yards.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing is Rattler. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Murray going right back to Wilson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing now is Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing again, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give running right is counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Connor. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
the name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
It's caught left side by Cooks. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
2 yards
From the 43, here's second down and 8.
at the Cardinals' 43-yard
To the air is Rattler. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Rattler. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second and 8. Now Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right. Did see pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Murray going to throw. That's caught by Harrison, right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Murray. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 55 yards. And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Connor going to try and run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Rattler wants to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Rattler from the gun, third down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start the drive with Connor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
On the ground, Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Saints on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. That is caught. Johnson jostles free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A give to Kamara running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. Dumps it complete to Miller. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing is Rattler. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Walter Nolan. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 20-18. A minute 51 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. To throw is Murray. Able to find Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll try and run for him with Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing it up 4th down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Harrison. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Harrison. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
The Saints 2-yard line.
He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, that clock had run awfully low. Now, obviously, no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Cards, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. For NFL news and highlights, go to NFL.com.